All right, guys. We just talked about the Micah Parsons deal. I wanted to get into it a little bit deeper on kind of the more interesting side of the conversation. For all you people, they're like, no, we can't trade Micah. What are they doing? This and that. We have to stop back and think about it. What if they did trade Micah Parsons? Depending on what the return is, which Micah Parsons is way overrated, so you should get a king's ransom in return. Because most people don't look at the fact with Micah Parsons that he's not as good as the stats indicate. Micah Parsons, over 70% of his career sacks have come against sub 500 football teams. When was the last time we played a serious game, a playoff game, or a serious playoff contender, and you saw Micah just go crazy, get 2 or 3 sacks, or even be a factor in that football game? I can't think of one. The only thing that sticks in my head is when we played Buffalo and we got ran all over. When we played the Packers and they ran right at Micah Parsons and he recorded 0 stats in that game. When San Francisco admitted to running right at him because he's not good at run fits. He's not an every down linebacker, or he's not an every down pass rusher. He's a off the ball linebacker that you can use situationally as a pass rusher because of his pass rush skills. He can't hold up against the run as a defensive end. So Micah Parsons' stats are deceiving as far as how good he actually is. So do we want to have another Dak situation where we're paying top of the market money for maybe the 5th best pass rusher in the NFL? Or the 5th best defensive end? I don't want to say pass rusher because he's a great pass rusher, but maybe the 5th best defensive end? I don't. Not necessarily. So if we do decide that we don't want to do that, then this roster has a lot of holes. Wouldn't the best way to allocate those funds and manage our cap space to then be, well, we can trade him, get multiple picks, potentially get players back to fill out these holes? So ideally, what you would want to do is get a couple draft picks, whether that's second-round draft picks or first-round draft picks, depending on what the players are that you're getting back in return. But ideally, what you would want to do is try to find a young stud pass rusher. Make that deal, make that trade. You get a young, up-and-coming pass rusher that fills your need for right now on the edge. Plus, Dallas has some good up-and-coming pass rushers that are young right now. And then potentially another player, a safety, cornerback depth, somebody that you can use as a starter right away to fill out some of these holes. And then you have draft picks to continue to fill out holes in the future. But the other one that's a sneaky good idea is call the Bengals and just trade Trey Hendrickson for Micah Parsons. We get their problem, they get our problem. We get a pass rusher who potentially is better right now and possibly a couple picks.